Ah! Let's start making the shoes. So we're going to need 2 black balls of modeling paste, and we're going to make it flat at the front. So we're gonna do the same thing for the other one as well. To make the trousers, I'm using an aubergine color, and I'm going to make a sausage. I'm going to cut it in half. Make some square edges. Now I've got a bit more left over, and I'm going to roll it, and I'm going to make 2 strips for the hem of the trousers. So I'm going to moisturize with some water just one side of the trousers, and I'm going to add the strip. Now I'm going to make them on top of my dummy. First the shoes and then the trousers. So I'm going to put them on top of the shoes, and I'm going to press them down a little bit. I'm going to insert 2 toothpicks, one inside each leg, and making sure that the trousers look well. And now I'm going to squeeze them together, and what I'm trying to get as well is a straight line here. To make the belt, I'm going to roll some brown fondant, then cut a strip from it and apply on top of the trousers. And now we're going to apply another strip for the trousers over here, and because it's too long I'm gonna cut it. To make the shirt, I'm going to use some white fondant, and I'm gonna shape it that it's gonna look like it's like the moon, I would say, and put it inside. Anger's got a really tiny body, so the shirt is not gonna be too big. To make the collar shirt, I've rolled some white fondant and then cut it like so, and then cut it again. So we want to put it from the front to the back, and I'm going to add another one on the other side and lift it a little bit so it will look more natural. Now to make Anger face, I'm using a red ball, but because I didn't want to be really red, I don't know how you see it on the screen, however there's a lot of orange in it as well. Maybe you might see it now that I open it. So it's a red with a hint of orange. Anger face is a rectangle square shape, and I'm gonna insert it onto the body. Now I'm going to draw the 2 eyes that are quite round, and then I'm going to press to make the mouth. It's a line, but it's a bit curved. And then there's another curve at the bottom. Now I'm adding some black fondant, and I'm going to make sure it fits the whole mouth. And now to make the tongue, I'm going to use some pink fondant. I'm gonna put it here, obviously in the middle of the mouth, and make a line. And now I'm going to add lots of little square white fondant to make the teeth. And they don't have to be all of the same size. Once the teeth, the mouth and the tongue have been done, we can amend now the outside mouth. So here needs to go a bit up. Now we need to fill the eye socket with some white fondant. Press it. Anger's got this kind of shape of the eyes, which I'm going to create with a leaf shaper. I'm pressing it now because here we're gonna add the flame. Now we need to press and shape the eyebrows. Now I'm going to paint the eyes with some brown edible color. And now I'm going to make the pupil with some black edible color. Now to make the tie, I'm going to roll some gray and red fondant. I'm going to cut a few lines from the gray fondant and put it on top of the red one. So I'm going to make a very tiny one and apply again. So carry on doing the same thing on the other side. So now we need to cut it. Now we can put it onto the shirt very carefully. I'm going to put some parchment paper underneath the tie, like so, because I want it to dry like this. Now I'm going to add a white bowl of fondant on top to make the flame. So I'm trying to shape it with the head, and here on top I want it a bit flat. Keep shaping it, but over here needs to be like a triangle. I know at the moment it looks a bit strange, but now with the scissors I'm going to cut like it is all flame coming out of his head. Probably it still looks too big, so I'm going to make longer cuts. So shape with your finger a little bit of all the flame ends. We're going to paint all the ends with some orange. make some line too. Just try to make them as smaller as possible and blend with your fingers. Now we're going to add lots of yellow, but just in the middle. We want to keep here a bit white, just over there white. Now paint the eye contouring with some black. I'm going to add more line with the leaf shaper, a micro ball of fondant on the eye to give a little bit of light. To make the arm, we're going to need some red fondant. We're gonna make into a sausage, and now we're gonna press it down to one end and make the fingers. This is gonna be the thumb, and then we're going to make 4 cuts. So first we're going to cut in the middle. We're not really going to cut it because we're really not gonna need it. And then we're going to close it. Now instead we're going to roll some white fondant cut it in half and put it on the arm. Then we're going to cut the extra and in here as well. Now we can insert a toothpick inside here to make the hole, and again onto the arm. And now we can put it inside. It's better with a scissors, so it won't. It is better to do it with a scissors. So finally I'm going to add the hem. Press it, cut it with the scissors, and now we can remove the parchment paper. Now I'm going to add some yellow little dust on the nose and on the side of the face, and that's it. Anger is done. I hope you liked this video. If so, please don't forget to thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe to get all my new videos. On my channel you can find tutorials on cartoon characters, summer cake tutorials, and much more. Have a sweet day. Bye bye.